Hey guys, it's your girl T, and it's time for another recap of Young and the Ratchet, aka Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And yes, ma'am, we had a good old funky time last night on Twitter. You guys had me cracking up. I've been so busy packing and getting stuff done, but I was so happy to take that hour away from packing and getting stuff done to sit on Twitter and, tell jokes and clown with everybody on Twitter and Facebook. We had a good time, so let's go ahead and get this recap started right now. So in the opening scene, we have Kalina, Rashida, and Carly Red. They're all heading down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Basically, Rashida is tired of all the bullshit that Kirk has been putting her through, and she says that she needs a break. So Carly Red is telling Rashida about everything that went down with her and Aletha. And I think y'all said I'm saying her name wrong. I don't know how you pronounce her name, nor do I care. So I'm going to just keep on calling her Aletha because it sounds better any damn way. So she's talking about how her and Aletha got into it, and Aletha threw a drink at her, and then she got put out the club, and now Benzino's all over Twitter talking reckless about her. So then Carly says that, she knows that she told Erica that she likes small things in small packages, but then she tells Kalina and Rashida that she prefers Young Jock's kielbasa sausage compared to Benzino's little ass Vienna sausage. So this girl is a trip. She then goes into her cell phone and she pulls up a picture of Young Jock's kielbasa sausage versus Benzino's Vienna sausage. And Rashida and Kalina are cracking up. They're like, this is insane. Carly decides to do a side-by-side photo of both of these guys, and then she live tweets it to her audience on Twitter. And I remember when she first posted these pictures, I was cracking up when I first seen them. I was like, damn it, Benzino must have been real cold in that bathroom. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene we have Ariane, and Ariane is in town from NYC. She's taking a break from her girlfriend. Ariane has found love, and she's happy to announce it to the world. So Ariane is meeting up with Erica for lunch, and Erica gets there, and Erica is really happy for Ariane, and she's happy that Ariane's doing good with her girlfriend. Erica's not so happy because come to find out, Erica's man is a bum. Okay, so she's complaining about everything that she's going through with Old Broke. She's saying that when she first got with Old Broke, that they were dating, he supposedly got into a car accident, he hurt his leg, so he had to take a few months away from modeling. And so after the first few months, she said she was okay helping him, but then it seemed like he got comfortable and he was always having his hand out, wanting to use her credit card, wanting to use it for her money. And so Erica's just really pissed off. She's like, this is too much. I didn't have to go through all this with Scrappy. And Ariane is like, well, what do you like better? Because Scrappy was able to take care of you guys financially, but he was always cheating. And Erica's like, well, you know what? I don't like the fact that he was cheating, but basically, in not so many words, she says that Scrappy's sex game was whack and that she's basically digmatized by Old Broke. Which I figured, what I'm saying, most girls, if the dick is good, bitches lose their damn mind. But like I said on Twitter, dick don't pay the bills. At the end of the day, she should have made sure that he came to the table with something. You can't settle for anything and then get mad when anything comes your way. You know what I'm saying? She should have expected more from him. Now, it's one thing to have your man's back if you guys have been in some type of relationship. Now, if this was Scrappy, I could understand her having his back because that's the father of her child. They've had this, history together. You don't know Old Broke from a damn hole in the damn wall. Okay, he's an Instagram model. Who the hell takes an Instagram model serious any damn way? I would never take care of somebody for 4 or 5 months that I didn't have a previous relationship with, that I had a deep relationship with. Basically, Old Broke has done nothing but use her over the past few months, and she let him get away with it. Now she's mad at him and she's mad at the world, but she can't be mad at nobody but herself. Like I said on Twitter, if a dude comes up to you ladies and his ass is a producer, a club promoter, a hype man, an up-and-coming rapper, up-and-coming singer, actor, any of them bullshit ass titles, unless he is like established in the hip hop industry, in the movie industry, 9 times out of 10 his ass is broke and he's just trying to use you. There's certain keywords that you have to listen for as a female, and especially once you get to a certain age. I expect this situation for a woman who's in her early 20s, because when you're young, you don't know. You're still trying to figure out life, and a lot of times when you're young, you go off of looks. They're like, oh, he's cute, he got a nice body. That's what young folks do. Erica's ass is damn near 30, and I'm sorry, at 30 years old, I could give a fuck about your looks, I could give a fuck about your dick. What is you bringing to the table? What can we build together? What wealth are you trying to acquire? I just find it funny that females be so stuck on the superficial shit. They rather have a dude on their arm, who looks good and who's eye candy, but then he's still live with his mama, his car note is behind. X all that shit out. And like I said, if a dude tells you that he has an occupation and his occupation starts with the following titles that I just named, Your ass better run for the hills quick, fast, and in a damn hurry. Moving on to the next scene. So the next thing we have Stevie J and Jocelyn, and Stevie J is in the bathtub. He's all greased up and blowing bubbles, and he's saying that he wants to make up for everything that happened with Jocelyn and him arguing last week, which we knew was all staged and bullshit. Jocelyn claims that when she went through Stevie's phone, she was seeing all types of other women's booty holes. I'm like, who just has pictures of people's booty holes in their phone? It's one thing to have a picture of their ass, but really their booty hole? Is it that damn serious, Stevie? And Stevie's claiming that it's Jocelyn's booty hole, but Jocelyn claims that she recognizes her own booty hole, and she knows that that's not her booty hole on Stevie J's phone. I'm like, both these people are ratchet as fuck. You know, and Jocelyn's like, you know what, even though Stevie's, you know, being stupid and sending out these picture messages and getting picture messages from other females, she feels like she's still winning, and she's not gonna let Stevie J go and then go be with some other girl because she don't put in too much time. And see, this is why I love Jocelyn, because Jocelyn just keeps the jokes coming. This chick is so damn delusional, full of herself, it's re-damn ridiculous. How are you winning? How did you put in time? You put in time into taking somebody else's man. You put in time into getting with somebody whose restaurant has since closed down. Beano's and Sleezo's is no more in ATL. So how are you winning? The only person I can say who's winning out of this whole situation, and they're not even involved in the situation, is Eve. Eve done went from Stevie J's beef stick on that damn bus, wearing a damn gumball 3,000 billionaire. So to me, Eve is the only one winning out this situation. Jocelyn, you are not winning, boo, and neither is Mimi. Moving on to the next scene. Next scene, we have Mimi and Nico, and she's upset. She feels like she can't trust Nico because of the whole Aletha situation. She feels like for Nico decided to mention her name during that party, that she, you know, made her feel some type of way. Like, okay, why did you mention it then? Why didn't you tell me before that you and Althea was talking and conversating and everything else? And Nico's basically telling me that you have nothing to worry about, you can trust me and all this other shit. And I'm sitting here like, how the hell do you have a conversation about trust with somebody that you didn't have beforehand? You know, you don't film a porno with somebody and then want to talk about trust issues and then want to set boundaries. You know, Mimi started this whole relationship off on a shaky foundation, so anything that comes her way, I just don't feel bad for her. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Benzino and Stevie, and they're meeting up to talk about the whole thing that went down at Beano's and Sleezo's Bistro and Bar. And, you know, they're upset because they feel like Aletha, Althea, whatever the hell her name is, started a bunch of shit, and that's not a good look. And Benzino agrees. Benzino's like, you know what, if she's going to be messy like that, I don't know if I can marry her because I need someone who's going to act classy at all times. And then he goes, well, speaking of classy, he's upset because Carly Red posted a picture of him and Young Jock on social media. Benzino claims that somebody went and photoshopped his dick to make his dick look smaller. I'm sorry, Benzino. Ain't nobody got time for that extra shit. Boo, you need more people, in my Jay-Z voice. I'm not believing that Carly Red or anybody else went out their way to pull up Photoshop. Y'all know how long it takes Photoshop to load, and then they uploaded his picture, and then they went and shrunk it and made it really, really small. Don't nobody got time for that shit. Just admit that you have a small package. It's okay. Some people like small packages. Obviously, Aletha has no issues with it, so keep it pushing. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene, we have Kirk and Charlene. Charlene is coming over to help Kirk because Kirk is just tired of being Mr. Mom. He feels like he has his whole hands full. And Charlene goes to kiss baby Karter. When I tell you, Kirk done did some damn Matrix Kung Fu shit straight to the damn forehead. He was like, no, you're not kissing on my baby. And I'm sitting there like, what is wrong with Kirk? Why does Kirk treat Rashida's mama like she's the queen of tots in the ATL? Why can't this woman kiss her grandchild? You know, I understand him not wanting the baby to be kissed on the mouth. I don't think no dog should really be kissing the baby on the mouth. But then she can't even kiss her grandbaby on the forehead. It's like Kirk pushed the hell out her forehead. I'm like, really, Kirk? Is it that damn serious? So now they're going back and forth and they're arguing. And, you know, and Charlene is like, I don't know why you getting so testy. I can kiss my grandbaby. You know, you wasn't worried about him from jump anyways. You were acting like it wasn't even your child. And Kirk is like, well, it don't matter. That's my son. I took a DNA test. Oops. I didn't mean to say that. You know, the shit is so scripted. It's like, out of all the things that you could say, you decide to admit to Rashida's mama that you took a DNA test behind her back and she has no idea about it. I need Mona Scott Young script writers to do a better job because this shit is just so scripted and it's just so apparent that it's just sad. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Scrappy and Erica, and they're going out to dinner, and basically they're talking about their relationship situation. Scrappy's talking about how, you know, him and Bambi just broke up, and Bambi was pregnant by him but had a miscarriage. Erica says she's shocked. She wasn't expecting that, you know, Scrappy would get himself in that type of situation, that he would be smarter, you know, as opposed to just getting anybody out here pregnant that he's not really too serious about. So then Scrappy asks Erica, well, what's going on with you and the old broke? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't y'all together? You know, what's up with that? And Erica's like, well, you know, we're still together, but I'm just tired of taking care of him. I'm tired of taking care of everything. It seems like everything's on me. And Scrappy's like, nah, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was a model. And Erica's like, shit, I thought he was too, but it seems like he's not getting no jobs. So they're just kind of, you know, talking back and forth. And it was cool to see them, you know, actually be friends, not beefing, not going back and forth. A lot of folks on Twitter were saying that they wanted to see them back together. Me personally, I don't. I feel like they're better apart, and they're just better off co-parenting their daughter as opposed to trying to get back together just because they're lonely. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Mimi, and Mimi is upset. She's screaming at Nico. She's really mad because she went to go do laundry, and inside of Nico's shirt collar, she found makeup and lipstick. Yes, ma'am, she found traces of some hood rat's lipstick all over Nico's shirt. But you know what? To Nico's credibility, he was honest. He was like, yeah, me and my boys went to the strip club, but a stripper gave me a lap dance, and maybe she got her makeup and stuff on me, but I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. He was honest to a, you know, to a certain point. I'm sure he smashed. He wasn't that damn honest, but at least he was honest enough to say that, yes, a female was on top of him. So Mimi is really upset, and she's hurt, and she's like, she can't deal with this. You know, she can't deal with him going to the studio all the time, claiming that he's working, and now she's finding out he's hanging out with strippers. So then she decides to put his freeloading ass out her house. And Nico's like, but why I gotta leave though? You know what I do? Why I gotta leave? She's like, you just need to leave. I need a break. This is just too much. So he packs up his little bag of shit. It's literally just a bag of shit. And then he goes walking out the door. But not before this dramatic ass exit. So then he stops and he's like, well, do you want me to come back? You know, when can I come back? And she's like, no, I just need to know one thing, Nico. Did you leak the sex tape? Dun, 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 dun. And of course, Nico says no. And then he tries to act like he has an attitude that once again Mimi's accusing him of leaking the sex tape, which we all know that his ass leaked. But on that note, Mimi, I'm going to need you to understand that you can't keep calling this sex tape leaked when you chose to hire a production crew once again, come in and film you and your boyfriend swinging on shower rods and having all types of sex all through your apartment. You can't consider it leaked because at the end of the day, this was a professional production. You decide to go forth with this. I wish you would stop using the word leaked. Trying to make it seem like they lost this tape or this video camera in Mexico. You guys planned this. Please find a new storyline because this shit is starting to get old. Moving on to the next scene. So the next scene we have Rashida, her, Kalina, and Carly. They're all riding on this horse and carriage. And it's supposedly Mardi Gras, but for whatever reason, it's a really empty scene. So they're riding around, and lo and behold, Shirlene decides to call Rashida and drop the bomb. She tells Rashida right there and then that Kirk is no good. Kirk took baby Karter to get a DNA test, and she's just tired of Kirk's disrespect. And of course, this makes Rashida sad, and she starts getting real upset, and she starts crying. And Kalina and Carly Red don't know what to do. And she's like, you know, this is just ridiculous. I'm about to get turned up. It's Mardi Gras. I'm done with Kirk. I'm done with his bullshit. I'm about to get it in. Moving on to the next scene. So in the next scene, we have Old Broke and Erica. And basically, Erica's upset. She's saying that Old Broke and her got into an argument the night before. She told Old Broke that she was out to dinner with Scrappy. They had to talk about a few things. Old Broke was upset because he felt like Erica had no business being out till 2, 3 in the morning with her baby daddy going out to dinner. So then Erica says, you know what, this dude is so damn broke and whack that he can't even make a proper dramatic exit. He decides to pack up all his shit and move up out of Erica's house. But lo and behold, his ass runs out of gas. And he runs out of gas right before the damn train tracks. What if he would have ran out of gas right there on the damn train tracks? Because if you guys noticed, the train ended up coming, and that train could have damn well smashed his car. So how convenient that he ran out of gas right before he hit the damn train tracks. So anyways, she goes to go meet her with Old Broke, and they start arguing. And Old Broke is mad. He's like, I'm tired of you treating me like crap. You act like I'm just using you. And Erica's like, you are just using me. You ain't brought nothing to the table. We've been kicking it for the past 6 months, and I've been paying for everything. I'm tired of you always asking me for my credit cards. You always want money from me. You don't give me shit. I don't mind helping out, but damn, why I gotta be 24/7, Old Broke? Why I gotta be 24/7? So now Erica's getting crunk. She's getting real mad. And Old Broke is like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm not using you. I told you what time it was. I told you I ain't had no money. I told you I was broke. Why you acting brand new? And I'm sitting here looking at this shit like, this is sad. This is a grown man who's damn near 30 who don't have $1 to his name. This is sad. You know, this is just, and it's sad because there's so many dudes out here like this who are just content with just bumming off of a female. This is crazy. Ladies, if you are in this situation, kick this motherfucker to the curb. It does not get better. The same goes for the fellas. If you're with some girl and all she is a pretty face and an Instagram model and all she does is take fucking pictures all day and post them on Twitter and she brings nothing to the table but her fucking pussy and her problems, kick that bitch to the curb. It goes for both sexes. You don't never get with somebody who's not going to benefit or help your situation. If you're not helping me, you hurting me. And girls need to wake up. Take Erica's situation as a lesson. If your ass wants to be the king of the living room, that's fine, but it won't be in my house. You can be the king of the living room, staying with your mama, mooching out for her, using her electricity, using her toilet paper and everything else. You will not be the king of the living room in my establishment. People need to wake up. This whole situation was just sad to see a grown man this broke. And what made it even worse, like I said on Twitter, I mean, times must be really hard in the ATL for old broke. The modeling gigs must have dried the fuck up because when I tell y'all he tried to swing on Erica for that gas money, he was like, give me that gas money. And he went to go snatch out her hand and Erica was like, no. And usually Erica's one of them girls, she's crunk, she's ready to fight. But she could tell, looking in his eyes, this motherfucker was not playing. His ass was a few eggs short of a dozen. He was ready to knock Erica out over that damn gas money. You hear me? Erica fell back quick. She was like, no. She balled up her fist and put her damn hands down by her side. She knew not to swing on him because I really think that old broke would have knocked her out for that gas money. Goodness, Erica jumped in her motherfucking car and drove off. That is some ratchet ass shit. This dude really went ham over her damn gas money. How you a grown man riding around with no money in your pocket, put gas in your car? I mean, that whole situation was just an embarrassment. Moving on to the next scene. On the final scene, we have Rashida, Carly Red, and Kalina. So now they're walking around. They're just leaving the Mardi Gras party. They're going back to their hotel. Once again, this is supposedly Mardi Gras, but this has to be the emptiest Mardi Gras that I've ever seen in my life. Usually with Mardi Gras, it's a lot of people out there. It's packed. But lo and behold, all of a sudden, out the damn shadows, here comes Kirk, looking like Darkwing Duck. Talking about, Rashida, we need to talk. Came out of nowhere. He scared the fuck out of me. I'm sitting here like, damn, where'd Kirk come from? You supposed to be in the ATL watching your son. How did you get to New Orleans so fast? And how did you know where the hell Rashida was at? You know, the whole situation just looked staged. So now they're talking. Rashida's upset about him taking the DNA test, and she's just tired of his disrespect and him always accusing her of cheating on him, even though he's the one who's been cheating on her. You know, to me, I couldn't take the scene seriously. One, Rashida had on neon green lipstick. And then two, she was pretending to cry, but not one tear ran down her cheeks. You know, and then the other thing, it was just like, it just looked so fake. You know, he's like, I just want to be that husband to you. I want to reset your ring. I just want us to be a family. I want you to be my wife. And it was just like, it was just really, really staged. It just looked really, really phony. It's like there was barely anybody on the street. I'm sitting here like, really, Mona, I'm going to need y'all to get a better script. Because last night was just way too damn scripted for me. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop ATL. What was your favorite scene? What do you guys think about old broke flipping out on Erica? And how do you feel about Kirk and his dramatic entrance back into Rashida's life? I will see you guys next week for next week's recap. And if you're not following, make sure you follow me on Twitter. I am @LovelyT. Alright, deuces.